Come with me on the tasty trail with Benjamin.
Hello, I'm Benjamin and I'm on the tasty trail with you today in Korea, and I can tell you it's a freezing cold trail. Anyway, we are going to spend some time in the streets of Seoul to discover Korean snacks. What's your favorite snack in your country? Is it pizza? Is it roasted chestnut, fried noodles, a sandwich, hot dog? Whatever it is, today I'm going to introduce you the national snack of Korea, the citizen favorite snack, which is tteokbokki, stir-fried rice cakes. Come with me to discover the tteokbokki. Okay, here we are in Shincheon, a very famous place for university students. We have at least 3 or 4 universities around here. And it's a famous place for snacks, of course. If you have students, you have snacks. And what do I see over there? Roasted chestnuts, the kunbam, and I'm going to buy some for the road. 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까. 3,000원짜리 kunbam 주시겠어요? Roasted and peeled. So that's wonderful. They are peeled. Look at that. 감사합니다. Thank you. We have that also in France. You know, in wintertime is the chestnut. There's a place I know. It's not very Korean, actually, it's sausages. So not at all Korean, but very good. Giant sausages. It's a kind of snack paradise, Shincheon area. 고맙습니다. Thank you. Barbecue sausage, spicy one. Wow, very spicy one. Let's go back on the trail for tteokbokki. That's what we came for, so we shouldn't lose our track. Looking for tteokbokki. And you'll see in the pochangmacha, which are the red tents where they sell all these snacks, kind of stalls in the street. In the pochangmacha, they don't have only tteokbokki. They have much more than that. That's why I'm so excited. That's Shincheon. You see, all these restaurants and bars. I think we are close to our target. Over there. That's the pochangmacha. That's what we were looking for. The small red tents. So that's the typical pochangmacha, which is a tent, a red tent, with lights inside, and you have, come with me, inside you have all the installation with the small stools and everything, and in the middle the place for the food. But you have also another kind of pochangmacha, like this one over there, which is actually a truck. You know, a truck on the sidewalk and with the tent around, and you can have the food like standing. This one is more like a sitting pochangmacha, so you have 2 kinds, and I'm going to choose this one. Come with me, it's a small refuge in the cold. Okay, that's the place. Very warm and cozy, not only because of the steam of the food, but because of the atmosphere of the people. Look, it's a wonderful place. That's absolutely amazing the way they arrange everything. You are warmed and welcomed with a glass of omuk 국물, which is actually a broth of fish paste, which has been cooking for hours, usually with the big radish, white radish. And over there we have the hero of today, the tteokbokki. So the first one is the tteokbokki, which are going to be cooked for hours, and the second one is the ready, the one which are ready. And look at that! It's not only about the tteokbokki; it's about all the different snacks that you can have in a pojangmatcha. So what is a tteokbokki? Tteokbokki is a stir-fried rice cake with vegetables. Here you have also the fish paste called omuk, and you have some chive, of course, and sugar, and the red hot chili pepper paste. Yeah. Thank you very much. Tteokbokki. Here we are. It's very red, but it's not so spicy. It's sweet because they add sugar. Or sometimes malt syrup. Here you have the fish paste I was mentioning, the omuk. Bokki comes from bokta, which is a verb meaning stir frying, mixing, to saute. So tteokbokki means stir fried rice cakes. Look at that, that's my fritters. Thank you very much. With a lot of red hot chili pepper paste on top. So this is a sweet potato. We say that in Korea the red color is supposed to drive the spirits off. I'm sure there is no ghost in this tent. So good. If I had to leave Korea, I think that's one of the memories I would keep with me and bring with me. This kind of place, I mean, not only, of course, the tteokbokki, but the spirit of these small places when it's cold outside and with a drink. The number one snack in Korea, tteokbokki, of course you have everywhere, but especially in this area, which is the Shindan-dong area in Seoul, where you have all around you tteokbokki restaurants, especially this one, which is the original, the historical place for tteokbokki. And we have not only tteokbokki, we have also special atmosphere in these restaurants because tteokbokki is a snack and it goes very well with alcohol and music. Come with me. Wow. All this for myself. Thank you. This is the tteokbokki stir-fried rice cakes, but that's the chuksok tteokbokki, which is the instant ones, different from the one we have in the street, in the pojangmatcha or the stalls, which has been cooked for a long time. The ajuma pouring, some broth again and again. This one, it's made in front of you. So let's have a look at what we have inside of the pan. You have the omuk, which is the boiled fish paste, giving some a taste to the mix. Here you have the tteokbokki, the tteok, the rice cakes. This is the red hot chili pepper and the paste below it. Here you have some spring onion, and some fried dumplings, boiled eggs, and two kinds of noodles. This one is the ramyeon noodles. So this dish is quite famous. Actually the origin of the tteokbokki is from the royal food, the court food, which was for the king, and it was of course without the red color, which was for ordinary people after the 18th century. In 1953, after the war, a lady who is now a grandmother, she's called Hanbok, no, what's her name? Ma Boknim. A grandmother, Ma Boknim, started to do this dish for the first time, says the legend. And it was very simple, almost the same that what we have now. the rice cakes with some pa or spring onion and the paste. This is a more classic one. So we have to wait for it to boil. I'm going to mix well. Okay, I think it's almost done. I turn down the fire and I think it's ready to eat. You know, you don't have to be a maître queux to do this kind of recipe. It's very easy. You just have to wait, actually. Wow, that's spicy. That's very nice. I'd like to have a glass of soju to go with, actually, but not alone. I'm going to ask someone about the Topokki memories. Excuse me, hello, hi. May I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
I see that you are having the tteokbokki, which is a very famous dish in Korea. So can you tell me when do you want to have the tteokbokki, especially when is it that you want to have a tteokbokki?
Mainly when it's cold, like Korean weather. Sometimes I don't know, I just get like a feeling.
All right. And is it like something you had a lot when you were young, after school maybe, or?
Yeah, my mom used to make it all the time.
Ah, yes, all the time. So it's for you, it brings the memory of. All right. Okay. And you come often here with your family to have the tteokbokki?
Oh, well, we're from America, so.
Ah, okay. And you have it in America too? Is it possible to find in America tteokbokki?
They usually, in the restaurants, they usually have it already made up.
Already made up.
You have to make it on their own, so it's another experience coming to Korea.
Yeah. So how do you like it this way, like the chuksok tteokbokki?
Yeah,
It's nice?
I like it better.
You like it better?
That's
All right.
better when it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. Thank you very much. Enjoy your meal. Thanks for the answer. All right. So yeah, that's something. Of course, anybody in this room would tell. You know, like my mother used to prepare for me. I had after school. So it's in every memory cell of each Korean people. I'm sure. It's something very, very important in Korean modern culture, the tteokbokki culture, the snack culture. Look, these young ladies also, they have like the whole pan for them, sharing after school, I'm sure. They come from the school, they have uniforms, so you can see that it's cold and maybe they were studying all day long, so after they wanted to have the snack, a snack after school. A lot of young people here. You know, obviously the tteokbokki is a dish which is engraved in each memory cell of a Korean person. So I could ask anybody in this room, they would tell me the same thing. You know, it remembers them of their childhood and also of their mother, because the mother is preparing this kind of dish at home, blah blah blah. So that's a very, very important dish in Korean modern culture, even though it's a simple one. Wow, that's my song. Fly me to the moon.
And let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words.
piles of tteok in the 4 directions. This is the area of the tteok or rice cakes, very famous in Seoul, close to Insadong. And here we are in front of one of these famous rice cake shops. You have outside thousands of different kinds. We start with the Korean candies, like this one called tashik. Here we have the hangwa, which is a rice souffle cake. And you have yakwa, which is a fried, deep fried cookie. And inside we have more rice cakes. So many kinds. I'm trying to put some order in my mind. Actually, you have like almost all, not all, but a lot of different kinds of rice cakes here. So it's a very good place to explain the different kinds we find in Korea. And here you have the simple kare tteok, which is used sliced in the soups, and actually it's maybe the origin of the tteokbokki. You know, the tteokbokki rice cake mixed with the red hot chili pepper. Now we are in the mill, and we have here all the rice which is going to be used for the rice cakes. The rice is first soaked in water. After soaking, that's what we have. We add some salt, and then we are going to put this mix in a mill like this, and this machine is going to grind it and make this, which is a rice flour. You can see in the big basins all around us, look at that, it's all the rice flour. Simple white rice, some of them are glutinous rice, which are going to be used for the rice cakes, and especially for the kare tteok, the kare rice cakes that we are going to use for the tteokbokki or other soups or other dishes. We are in the meal shop. We have been cooking actually the rice flour, just steaming it, and look at that. We have a big, huge block of, it's like a rice cake, but it's just actually steamed rice flour. And now through the machine we are going to pop out the squeezed kare tteok. Kare is the name given to this kind of shape, a kind of sausage shape actually. It can be applied to different things, but mainly to the tteok or rice cakes. So you see, they put it directly in cold water and then taking it out. And these long rice cake sausages are what we call the kare tteok. So they are used for the tteokbokki. Now we have the second step. Second stage is to make it thinner, to have a real nice round shape, and that will be the final product to make the tteokbokki and the tteok. Okay, let's have a look, a try. People say it's the best when it comes out. Simple and fresh taste of rice. You want to try? Have a try. How does it sound? How is it? Yeah, very nice texture. Okay, let's have a look at other kind of rice cakes because there are much more than that, as you know. Let's go. And here we have the injolmi covered with the soybean powder. So we are going to go over there and see how we make the injolmi rice cake. 안녕하세요, 아주머니.
네,
안녕하세요.
네.
지금 뭐 하고 계세요? What are you doing now?
이거 인절미.
인절미.
완전 찹쌀 제일 좋은 거예요.
Alright. So, 예.
쫄깃쫄깃 맛있어요. 맛있죠? 고소하죠?
맛있어요. Oh, very good. With the bean karu, bean powder, bean powder, conkaru. You know, it's made fresh from the morning. That's why it's so nice. Texture and taste. It seems simple, but the rice cake, one of the secrets for having good rice cakes, it must be fresh. 하나도 먹어도 돼요?
네, 네, 다 생겼으니까 먹이는데.
맛있습니다.
Congratulations and celebrations.
After taking the pictures, the tteok, the rice cakes, are divided and given to all the family members and the friends who came for the party. As always, in Korea, when you have a special event, you have some rice cakes, and when you have the rice cakes, you are dividing and sharing, because it's part of the sharing culture, sharing with the community. So we just saw the very traditional rice cakes. Now we are in the main street of Insadong for a different version of, this is tteokbokki, a different version of a more modernized, still traditional but modernized rice cakes in a Tteok cafe, a cafe for rice cakes. That's the place. Oh, that's the Gyeongjum Tteokbokki. Very nice. Okay, let's go inside. Thank you. This is the Gyeongjum Tteokbokki, or Royal Food Court Tteokbokki rice cake mix. Actually, this is the origin of the tteokbokki. In the beginning of the 19th century, in the royal court, they started to do this dish for the king, which is the rice cake, sauteed with the soya sauce, and as you can see, different vegetables, carrots, mushrooms, onion, and you have also here some pine nuts, pumpkin seeds, jujube, and even some bell pepper. Not spicy at all, as was the food for the king in the past. It's good. So here we are in front of the original tteokbokki. So it's very nutritious. And I think that this for lunch, it's almost enough. That's a very nice place to experience the traditional rice cakes with a touch of modernity, like this sandwich. So if you come to Insadong Street, really come to this kind of place. That's perfect for lunch, for example. Not too heavy, healthy. You have the vegetables. The sauce is very light. And as a dessert, you can have this very nice shake, which is almost like an ice cream. Perfect for lunch, and especially if you are on a diet. I'm not, as you can see. There is really no season for kids. And I think it's the same for the tteokbokki. No season to enjoy the tteokbokki and no age. You know, of course it's a dish that we especially like when we are children. But as you have seen, anybody can enjoy anytime, anywhere, the wonderful tteokbokki snack. People start to eat it when they are young. After they share it with their girlfriend or boyfriend when they date. They enjoy it with their family when they have children. And I think that's the last dish we have when we are old and we don't have teeth anymore because it's easy to chew. Anyway, that's a wonderful snack, and it's also very interesting because we were able to discover the Tteok or rice cake tradition as well. And I'll meet you next week for another episode of our Tasty Trail with Benjamin. See you, au revoir, à bientôt, bye bye.